Hey there, thanks so much for joining me today and taking a few minutes of your precious time while we create a field of flowers and a mandala sky. Really, the purpose of this when I started out is I had these new pens that were supposed to be opaque and layer well, so I wanted to experiment with that. So I thought, what better way than to try to draw a lot of layered leaves and vines. And this is a picture I really had no intention for its outcome when I started. I just knew I wanted to test out the layering abilities of these pens, and as I do these layered leaves, I'm thinking about the upper half of the picture. What am I going to do up there? And so it's kind of this back and forth of what works on the bottom half and then deciding what works on the top half. So I've used three colors here to layer the leaves, a darker green, a lighter green, and then a silver or gray. And that silver or gray kind of took over. These are supposed to be, they claim to be metallic pens, and when I first put them on there, they didn't look metallic, and then when I got about this far, they started looking really dull. After they fully dried, they do have a really good sheen to them, so went ahead and added a little bit of flowers, so we have our field of flowers going on. And now what to do about that sky. I wanted to give a go with some clouds, so I decided to put some marker up there and then add some water. And I will tell you, this did not go as I thought it would. So you kind of get a sort of cloudy look, but once the watercolor dries, I really did not like the outcome. So as I fill in some more of the white space here, I'm thinking, what should I do about that? So since we're layering away, I decided just to cover it up and try again. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do, but I liked the blue, so I went ahead and just covered it all up and tried to add a little bit of color texture there by putting some darker blue over the top. And while I think about what to do next with the sky, I went and added some details to my flowers with my black pen to help them stand out a little more. If you're enjoying this, I'd appreciate it if you'd click that like button. That lets YouTube know you're enjoying it, and I'll share it with more people. And I thought the background was a little bit blurry, so I used my black pen too to add some idea of stems back in the background with my flowers. And so when you're not sure what to do, sometimes it's a good idea to just go and do the things that you know. So I ended up using my circle template to add a lot of circles. Originally I was going to use my blue metallic pen, but you can tell there I wanted it to be subtle, but that was a little bit too subtle. So after I do this very first one, I switch over to my silver pen because you can see it a lot better, especially when the light hits it just right. And we're going to fill that sky with some mandalas. You know, that's kind of the fun of creating things. You don't always know what you're going to get. Sometimes you like it and sometimes you don't, and you just keep pushing through until you get a result that you like. And once I got this mandala sky in place, I was very pleased with my drawing. Now I still thought it was a little mushy on the top, actually throughout the whole background, so I used my pen to put a little more definition to some of those leaves. And then I thought those flowers needed some centers, so I used my white pen to create those, and it makes them stand out a little bit more, and I like that result a lot. So now we have our field of flowers with mandala sky. Now YouTube's going to show you a couple of choices here, a video on the left and a playlist on the right. I think you would enjoy both of those, and I hope you'll choose one. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it.